My name is Lisa. I'm a stay-at-home mom living with my husband Noah, our adorable daughter Madison, and my mother-in-law. We live together in my in-laws' house. The surrounding area is peaceful and the living conditions are decent. We enjoy this laid-back environment.
I'm whom?
I'm back too.
Welcome back, and thanks for running errands with Charlene.
Mom, over there was someone with a goat doing something.
Huh? Someone with a goat, doing what?
I think they were filming for TV. There are people with cameras and microphones.
Oh, that makes sense. What kind of filming was it?
There was this guy with a shiny bald head wearing a shiny red robe, and he had a goat with him. The goat, it was munching on leaves the whole time.
I wonder what show it's for.
This is my husband, Noah, and our daughter, Madison. Noah is very affectionate with our child, and Madison often helps out. Thanks to Charlene, our days are filled with joy. However, even in such happiness, I have a certain concern.
Lisa dear, did you just clean haphazardly again?
Not at all. I cleaned properly today.
Are you sure? It feels a bit dusty, doesn't it? The windows look foggy to me.
Do they?
And the floor feels more rough than usual.
Feels a not so smooth, you say? This is my mother-in-law. We started living together a few years ago after the passing of my father-in-law. However, it seems she doesn't quite approve of me and often nags, which is troublesome. As I tried to let it go in one ear and out the other that day.
Mom, stop nitpicking at Lisa. She's cleaned it well, hasn't she?
Grandma, both the floor and windows are smooth and shiny, right?
Oh, what's got into you two, Noah and Madison? Is it snack time perhaps? Don't eat too much, or you won't be able to eat dinner ho.
You're trying to change the subject.
My Madison dear, your grandma isn't thinking of such things?
Yes, you are. Because it's not even snack time now.
Seriously, how many times do I have to say it? Lisa is doing just fine, right?
Every time the mother-in-law had something to nitpick, Noah and Madison would come to my rescue. One such day.
Oh, lucky us. It was worth leaving the house early.
It was a good idea to wake up early and hustle.
I'm glad we went to bed early last night. With this crowd, if we had overslept even a bit, we definitely wouldn't have been able to purchase anything.
Right. But now we're guaranteed to get that limited edition cake. We decided to line up as soon as we saw the flyer. I'm glad we actually did it, Madison.
Here, I wonder what kind of cake it is. I want to eat it soon.
Thanks to waking up early, our family was able to be at the front of the line for the event. It's a highly popular shop, so even though we were the first ones there, a long line quickly formed behind us. Feeling relieved about our early arrival, we eagerly awaited the store's opening. After waiting for a bit.
Oh my, isn't that Lisa, Noah, and Madison? How lucky am I?
Huh? Mother-in-law? What are you doing here?
How thoughtful of you to save a spot for me. Now I can be right at the front.
What?
Thank you for all your hard work. I just found out about this event and rushed over. I wasn't sure if I should come, but seeing this line, I'm glad I did.
Being able to line up at the front is such a stroke of luck.
It must be because we've been so good in our daily lives.
Wait, hold on.
I thought we might end up waiting for hours, but it wasn't like that at all. Oh, I'm looking forward to the limited edition cake here. I've heard it's extremely delicious.
What are you saying, Mom? Do you realize how long everyone's been standing here?
Since we're at the front, we'll definitely get the limited edition cake. How about having a cake party at our place after buying it?
Oh, that sounds lovely. Let's do it. I'm in.
Then let's not just get the limited cake, but buy out the other cakes too.
Wait! Mother-in-law!
By the way, I wonder if the Yamadas will be arriving soon? I'm getting hungry, so to ensure a comfortable wait in line, they've arranged to bring various snacks for us.
What? It's not just the three of you?
Of course not. Another 5 are expected to join us. Today, we'll be a total of 8 people. I have so many friends. Oh, there they are. Mr. Yamada, over here.
As the mother-in-law waved, a group of 5 ladies carrying shopping bags approached. As soon as they arrived, they unashamedly cut into the line and took their place right at the front. Then, as if nothing had happened, they began to eat meals from a convenience store. This was definitely crossing a line, and just as Noah and I were about to call them out.
It's okay, Mom and Dad, just let Grandma and her friends be.
Let them be?
But this isn't right, is it? It's disrespectful and bothersome to everyone waiting in line.
No, Dad, you've got it all wrong. See, Madison has a great plan.
Excuse me for interrupting, but young lady, that idea of yours, could you please share it with me? Honestly, we were also irritated by their behavior and were thinking of addressing it.
I thought so. Madison, can you share your plan?
Hee, well, whisper.
I see. I'm all for it.
That's a good strategy, Madison.
I'm totally on board as well.
After hearing Madison's plan, we decided to put it into action. We initially bore the brunt of displeasure from the people behind us who were unaware of our intentions. A few hours later, as the shop's opening time drew closer, a security guard came by to check the end of the line.
Excuse me, Mr. Security Guard. Is the shop opening soon?
Yes, little lady, just a bit more to go. Hang in there.
The opening is soon.
This is quite exciting.
No matter how old we get, events like these always get us excited.
Mr. Security Guard, I'd like to confirm something.
You're an energetic one. What's up?
For today's event, cutting in line and joining midway is prohibited, right?
Absolutely, it's a promise between the shop and its customer. Did you all adhere to it while lining up?
Yes, my mom and dad read it to me from the flyers and ads. So, I'm definitely keeping my promise. After all, it's a given to keep one's word.
Good job, Madison. It's natural to stick to our commitments.
But there seem to be some people here who can't keep their promises.
Huh? People who can't keep their promises. Who are you referring to?
Even though we were at the very front of the line, these people cut in.
She's my mother, but she brought her friends without telling anyone and they just cut in line.
It doesn't matter even if she's your mother, rules are rules. Don't worry about it. Excuse me, ladies over there. May I speak to you?
What is it? The store's about to open, isn't it?
For today's event, both cutting in line and joining someone in line midway are strictly prohibited. The store has requested this in advance, and it's been announced properly, hasn't it?
Cutting in and joining midway. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe you've confused us with someone else.
Exactly. We've been here since the very beginning.
Liars. You just slipped in as if it was the most natural thing to do. I saw those 5 of you join in later and you let them cut in front as well.
Upon hearing Marla, who was right behind us, a chorus of boos erupted from the crowd. The security guard, observing the situation, seemed convinced that mother-in-law and her group had indeed jumped the line.
It's so noisy. When did we ever cut in line?
Exactly. Do you have any proof?
I wish people would stop making false accusations.
If you want proof, I have it right here. Ta-da!
She recorded a video on her smartphone.
See for yourself, we have solid evidence. How are you planning to explain this?
Why on earth would you record a video? If you had something to say, you should have just said it.
Right. There's no need to go to the extent of recording a video.
Young people these days always want to capture everything on camera. It's troublesome.
It's not about that. You all know you cheated, but you won't admit it. You wouldn't listen if we just said something. That's why I kept evidence in the video.
Since when did Madison start doing things like this? Did Lisa influence her negatively, perhaps?
Stop talking nonsense. See, even now you won't admit your wrongdoing. That's why we recorded it.
If you all did nothing wrong, then there's no issue, right?
We've done nothing wrong. Recording videos like that is the real issue, isn't it?
Here we go again. Shifting the point to justify yourself. Didn't Dad always tell you not to make excuses?
Did he now?
I've seen Grandpa telling you that before. So Grandma, not only do you cheat, but you're also a liar, huh?
Liar. No, Madison, Grandma is just expressing her opinion. Besides, didn't Lisa say it was okay for me to go ahead? So, it's not cutting in line.
I never said any such thing.
Right. She never said that.
Despite having the video evidence and numerous eyewitnesses, mother-in-law, Charlene, and Delilah refused to admit they had cut in line. They even began to claim they had been allowed to do so.
In any case, giving way to the elderly is just common courtesy. So we're justified in cutting in line like this.
Exactly. People should have the spirit to yield.
It's hard to live in a world with so many unkind people.
There's no such thing as it being okay to cut in line. Even kindergarteners wait their turn in line. If you haven't been invited to go ahead, then you're just being a nuisance.
That's right, Mom. All of us here and everyone else around, if needed, we'd willingly give up our place and help out. But what you're doing, just like Madison said, is only causing trouble.
Causing trouble.
Yes, causing trouble. Everyone here has been patiently waiting since early morning. We're all lined up where we're allowed to, so we don't obstruct anyone. If you really want something, please line up properly and buy it.
Oh my, your daughter-in-law is rather assertive, isn't she?
I thought she was much gentler.
Yes, she looks mild-mannered, but she's quite strong-willed.
What about Lisa's strong-willed?
That's right. Mom's just a bit of a foodie, that's all.
Well, about that.
I get it. Haven't you heard the phrase, hell hath no fury like a foodie scorned?
Why are you even getting involved? Could outsiders just stay quiet?
That's not possible. The fact that these outsiders are speaking up shows just how unacceptable your actions are.
What do you mean by that?
It's a penalty for cutting in and joining midway. From now on, you all need to move to the end of the line. You're not allowed at the front.
What? What are you saying? We can't possibly stand at the very end.
Exactly. That's just ridiculous.
And being sent to the very back is just too harsh.
Despite the security guard's instructions, mother-in-law and her group continued to complain. However,
The rules are clearly written on the pamphlets you're holding, aren't they?
I haven't bothered to read every little detail.
Even if you didn't read it, you know cutting in line is wrong, right?
This young girl is so mature. Honestly, I can't believe you're related to someone like her.
Excuse me. Say that again.
I said I can't believe she's related to someone like you.
Aren't you embarrassed to behave like this in front of your granddaughter? Come on, you're causing inconvenience to everyone else. Please move to the back of the line.
Wait a moment. This girl is my granddaughter, and these two are my son and daughter-in-law. So we're family. That means I don't need to move if I'm with them, right? Being family gives us that right, doesn't it?
That's not how it works.
What is with you? You've been a thorn in my side this whole time.
Because it's pretty clear you didn't plan to line up together from the start. When you arrived, you said you had just found out about the event.
Mind your own business.
It is important. Let me say it again. No merging.
She's right. Plus, we're not even family anymore.
What? What do you mean not family? Madison, why the sudden change?
We've been growing tired of the way you treat Lisa for a while now. But after today's events, we've made up our minds. We're ending this living arrangement.
Ending our living arrangement.
That's right. Being exposed to your shameless behavior is bad for Madison. And at your age, with your attitude, I doubt you'll ever change.
But if we live separately, Madison will miss me, right? Won't you, Madison?
You've been mean to Mom a lot. I'm okay without you around.
did you think we'd keep tolerating your selfish behavior forever? Mother-in-law, taken aback by our sudden declaration to end the cohabitation, appeared utterly surprised. Charlene and Delilah, meanwhile, were visibly flustered upon being told to reposition themselves in the line.
We were just invited to join the line, right?
Exactly. We received an early morning call, and so we came.
That's irrelevant. You all decided to join the line, didn't you? Mother-in-law, please stop this embarrassing behavior.
Well, I'll move to the back of the line, so please forgive me.
I mean, it feels a bit late now, but at least the food she bought won't go to waste.
There's lots of food to eat, so lining up isn't that big of a deal, right?
Even Madison is saying such things now.
All right, ladies, either join the back of the line or leave, please.
Indeed, all this commotion is becoming quite a nuisance.
Yeah. No cutting?
How can you do something like that in front of a child?
It's so embarrassing just watching this.
Mother-in-law, everyone's talking about you. Well, it's only to be expected.
Oh, listen, Lisa. I'll apologize for the cutting and everything else too.
Ending our living situation was my decision. Begging Lisa won't help.
Cutting in line was wrong of us.
We're sorry, we'll properly line up now.
You all should have just lined up properly from the beginning.
I was really out of line. I promise I'll never cut in line again.
You shouldn't do it even once, right?
This is a classic case of too little, too late.
Yes, that's true. I admit everything was my fault. I'm deeply remorseful about the cohabitation.
Feels like you're only apologizing because you don't want to end the cohabitation.
Be genuinely remorseful for once.
I am remorseful. I'll never do it again, and I won't need Lisa at home anymore.
Okay, we get it. Now please move to the back of the line.
Hope you can buy a cake. Bye-bye, grannies.
In the end, mother-in-law and her group caused a ruckus and got so out of hand that they were taken away by the police. Naturally, they couldn't buy the limited edition cake or even a regular cake, rendering all the groceries they had brought completely wasted. Mr. Yamada, who joined the group later, had been told there would be no issues since they were already in line. Hence, this whole fiasco led everyone to cut ties with mother-in-law. Having been asked to end our shared living and ultimately being cut off, she now had to fend for herself. As the house wasn't owned, she moved to a cheaper place. Even though she found a part-time job, she had no chatty friends to enjoy company with. Thus, mother-in-law lost all her family and friends and led a miserable, lonely life, devoid of any joy. From then on in my life.
Oh, Dad, isn't this the show we saw when we returned from an errand before?
Oh, you're right. What is it? The Kid Goat and Dago. Looks like an interesting show.
Oh. Isn't this comedian super famous?
I think I've seen him before too. He's the one with that distinct quirk, right?
I don't recognize him at all.
I've seen him on TV sometimes. I didn't realize he was a celebrity. So cool.
After ending our cohabitation, we moved to a new home. The station is much closer now, so Noah can have a slightly more relaxed morning than before. A short drive away, there are shopping centers, supermarkets, and a large park where Madison can play. Our family of 3 started a new life, but not much has changed. It felt more like going back to how things were before living together. With kind-hearted Noah and the cheerful, energetic Madison. As I heard the joyful laughter of others, I felt grateful for the blessings of my family and truly cherished my happiness every day. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more great content. Just click on the subscribe button below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. See you in the next one.